This video is sponsored by Copenhagen Grooming. It has been 60 days since I started my beard growth journey. This is the first time I've ever tried growing a beard. The very first time in my life. I guess you could say that I tried growing a beard when I was 18, but I don't really count that because I honestly just didn't know how to shave yet, and that was my first time ever having facial hair to begin with. So other than that, I never actively tried to grow a full beard because I wasn't sure that I would be able to actually grow a full beard. And while I don't have a full beard, I mean, it's only been 60 days, but while I don't have a full beard yet, I'm actually very, very satisfied with the progress that I've been able to make. Now, in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you my full process from the time that I started till now. Like I said, it's been 60 days and I've documented my journey by taking weekly pictures. And I want to show you every single one of these pictures just to take you through the actual growth process and what my routine looks like. Now, if you haven't watched my channel before, if you haven't been following me for a while, I'm a very regimented person. I'm somebody who establishes routines and then sticks to them obsessively. And that is why I've been able to consistently implement the habits from the Copenhagen grooming system, which I will showcase in this video, in order to maximize my beard growth genetics. With that being said, the first picture was me on my first day. Okay, that is the day I filmed my last beard growth video. As you can see, I am baby-faced. There is no hair on my face whatsoever. And honestly, looking back at this, it's actually pretty unsettling to look at. It's actually pretty unsettling to see just how much younger I looked and just how strange I looked without any hair on my face. I honestly don't know how I was able to just walk around like that, but I guess I didn't have the reference point of knowing what I looked like with a beard. I don't know. I don't think I can ever go back to that, if I'm being honest with you. I'm at that age where I don't want to look like that anymore, personally. But that was day one. That was May 15th of this year. So exactly 60 days prior to me filming this video. Today is July 15th. Now, the next picture was exactly 1 week later, May 22nd, 2023. As you can see, I wouldn't even call this a struggle beard. This was just a few hairs on my face that were pretty much arranged in a very sporadic way. And I'm not going to lie, at that point, you can see in the picture, I'm not really looking too hot. I was pretty pessimistic. I was thinking to myself, there is no way that this product is going to help me grow a beard because I just don't have the genetics for it. Now, how I came to that conclusion, honestly, I'm not sure. Because, again, I never actually tried it. Never seen my dad grow a beard, but from what I understand, you actually get your hair genetics from your mother's side. And she can't grow a beard, obviously, but basically I never had an example of somebody who grew a beard. So, as you can see, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know why I took this deal. I don't know why I took this sponsorship deal because I have no business trying to grow a beard. Absolutely no business. That was after 1 week. But then week 2 came along and I said, wait a minute. Hold on real quick. It looks like that goatee is starting to connect a little bit. It looks like that goatee is starting to connect. You can see my facial expression. I'm a little more jubilant. Okay, jubilant, at least by my standards. And rightfully so. Because there was definitely some, I won't say substantial growth, but there was noticeable growth. This was the point when people started to ask me, Jordan, are you growing a beard? Yes, I am, thanks to Copenhagen Grooming. Now, like I said, this was week 3, or I guess 2 weeks. 2 weeks after I took the first picture. So yeah, this is after 14 days, May 29th, 2023. And you can see I'm starting to feel myself at this point. Okay, I'm starting to feel myself. But I'm also noticing that there are gaps. And that was to be expected because I knew that there were certain areas of my face that didn't really grow hair just from past experiences. Now, again, I never tried to grow a full beard, but if you've been following my channel for long enough, you'll see that I actually did grow a chin goatee before. I don't really know if that's what you call it, but I basically grew my chin hair out. And even to get to this point, just to break away from the sequence for a second, even to get to the point that it is right now, it took me about a year to get to this point last time I grew it out. And this wasn't when I was a lot younger. This is when I was 20 going on 21. I'm 23 now. I don't think much has changed since then. So I think that this has definitely been helping out, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, June 5th. Okay, this was a week after the third picture. So this would be what? Week 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth picture, 3 full weeks. 3 full weeks of my beard growth journey. And as you can see, things are starting to look pretty nice. It's still very, very patchy as it is right now, but I'm definitely surprising myself at this point. I'm surprising myself, and Copenhagen Grooming is surprising me as well with the progress that I've been able to make. Now, by the way, I am going to be showcasing the routine here in a second, but first I want to get through these pictures because, I don't know, it's cool to look back at this and realize just how far I've come. Because this picture feels like it was taken ages ago, and it was really only taken about a month and some change ago, which is crazy to think about. Now, the next picture, this was 10 days after the previous picture, which is why you'll see a more substantial difference in the volume of the beard. Now, at this point, it's pretty clear what my strong points will be and what my weak points will be. You can see I have a very weak point right there on my cheek, kind of near my lips, but the goatee is there. That's going to be a strong point. The mustache, the chin, everything in between that, and then the sideburns. Those are my strong points. My weak points are more so on my cheeks, especially the lower part of my cheek between my jaw and I guess where the mustache extends to the sideburns. Don't really know what you would call that. I'm not a beard expert by any means, by the way. I am an amateur, an absolute amateur when it comes to this beard growth stuff because, again, this is my first time. But you can see we're getting some pretty decent progress at this point. At this point, people don't have to squint to look at it. People aren't all up on me like this. They can see it. They can see the, oh, he's not baby-faced anymore. He doesn't look like he's 16 anymore. He actually is starting to look like somebody who may be out of high school, which is really, really cool. It's really nice to look your age. That's something that I've realized here in the past few weeks or just over the course of this journey. But the sixth picture, which I took about 4 days after that one, pretty patchy. Okay, I wouldn't expect to see substantial progress in 4 days. As a matter of fact, if I did, I'd be pretty concerned. I would be pretty concerned, and I would probably try to terminate the sponsorship deal. But you can see it's coming along nicely. It was coming along pretty nicely. Okay, 4 days later, when you compare this to the very first picture, things are looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good. It's only been a little over a month, and we've already seen some, what I consider to be relatively substantial gains as far as my beard growth. Now, again, this is all subjective. It's based on your genetics and based on your own expectations of yourself. Me personally, I wasn't expecting to even get to that point at all. So the fact that I was able to get to that point at all, much less in the first month, that was pretty impressive to me. Now, the next picture I took a week after that picture, and you can see the sideburns have pretty much fully filled out. I'm at the point now where that and the goatee are pretty much where I'd like them to be. It's just a matter of getting my cheeks on board with what I'm doing with the rest of my face, right? Getting them to a point where not just the length, but the volume matches up. The length is fine all the way around. As you guys can see, there's really not much of a difference in length in all of the different parts of my beard or what is becoming my beard. But the volume, on the other hand, definitely could use some improvement. But you can see I would consider this to be a fully fledged struggle beard. This is a fully fledged struggle beard, and honestly, I was very proud of that. I was very proud to even have a struggle beard to even see the framework of a beard. You can see the framework, and that's all that matters. I see the potential. I'm the type of person that sees potential in things, with the beard growth journey being no exception to that. But then we have another picture from, I believe, a week after that. Or actually, no. That was probably 10 days after. This was July 5th. July 5th, so 10 days ago from the time of me filming this. And you can see I have a pretty good beard coming in. I mean, the length looks good anyways. The jawline really turned out to be a pleasant surprise for me, because that used to be a weak point of mine, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to try to grow a beard, was because I felt like it wouldn't grow on my jawline. But thanks to Copenhagen Grooming, I'm assuming, it has. It's been growing on my jawline, which at least gives me the freedom to, if I wanted to, have somewhat of a chin strap beard, or if nothing else, a goatee, which again, I was never even able to grow a full goatee in the past. I never recall having to shave any of this right here, anything down here. I don't recall having to shave any of that. And then the next picture was from Wednesday, which would have been July the 12th. So 1 week after that previous picture. At this point, okay, in July, I actually started combing it out. I'll show you the comb here in a second, but the Copenhagen Grooming beard growth kit does come with a beard comb, which I have been using on a daily basis, and I do genuinely enjoy using it. But you can see we are definitely doing well in the length department. Now, mind you, as far as grooming goes, as far as trying to shape it up or anything like that, I have not done a single thing. I have not touched it. The only things I do are what's listed in the Copenhagen Grooming beard growth kit tutorial. That's all I've been doing. No grooming, no nothing. I want to let this grow to its fullest potential and then try to tame it and then try to shape it up and make it look more aesthetic, if you will. Now, the last picture, this picture right here, was taken today. Now, I don't know if it's just the angle or what's going on, but you can see I pretty much have close to a fully formed chin strap beard. Okay, again, I don't know if it's just the shadows, the lighting, or what, but as far as the length goes, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I am looking like a completely different person than I did in that first picture. Okay, a completely different person. As a matter of fact, I was on the phone with my girlfriend. She's over here right now, by the way, but I was on the phone with my girlfriend before she got here, and her brother came on the phone, and he looked at me, and he had seen some of my videos in the past, but he told me that I look 28. He told me that I look 28, and before he thought I was 20, which is crazy. 8 years of age in 60 days. Copenhagen Grooming. Now, speaking of Copenhagen Grooming, here is the full routine that I do on a daily basis. I actually showcased this routine in my previous beard growth kit video, but just to remind you of exactly what I'm doing, the first thing that I do is I take one of these every single day. The Copenhagen Grooming Kit comes with the Sidekick supplements, which I honestly don't know everything that's in them. What I do know is that they're vegan and they have biotin in them, and biotin is a very effective beard enhancing supplement. It's vegan, it's natural, it's healthy, it helps with your nails, your skin, it helps with all of that, as well as your beard growth, because this video is about beard growth. Now, as far as the rest of my beard growth routine, here's pretty much all I do. So I have the comb right here. Usually every morning, I'll try to comb everything out. I can only really do so much with one hand, but you get the idea. Okay, it's pretty intuitive. You just comb out all of your facial hair. And then as far as the actual beard growth kit, the meat and potatoes of it, basically all I do is I take the roller 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I take the roller, I spray the cleanser on it, and then I roll 10 times horizontally, 10 times vertically, and 10 times diagonally across my cheeks. So basically I do 10 times horizontally at the bottom, in the middle, at the top, and then I do the same thing vertically going all the way across my face. All the way across. I try not to miss any spots. And then I do 10 times diagonally the same way. Just making sure that I don't skip any areas and making sure that I emphasize my target areas. And once I finish doing that, I simply apply the activator, beard serum, and that's pretty much that. I don't use that much of it. I use about 3 to 4 squirts of it. And again, I just make sure that I target my weak points. As a matter of fact, I actually use the activator gel every single day. And I just use the beard roller, like I said, 3 times per week. I think they said use it every 3rd day, but I just like doing it on set days because, again, I'm a very regimented and routine-oriented person, so that just works better with me and my mindset. But generally speaking, if you just use it consistently, you should see results.